Have you ever visited a neighborhood where the street is alive? Because I just did. What's up, YouTubers of the world? Making Geek Mixer here to give you guys this week's episode of Doom Patrol, episode 8, called the Danny Patrol. Why is it called Danny Patrol? Well, that's where it came in with the fact that we got a guy named Morrison visiting a neighborhood where something at first seemed like it was new. I thought it was Mr. Nobody doing all that, but no, Mr. Nobody really ain't got nothing to do with this. Not really, but I'll get into that here soon. And more in the fact that this neighborhood, the street itself, the neighborhood itself is a living thing, and it's called Danny. And yes, so basically, yes, this neighborhood is a living thing. I know I'm saying this over, but I just couldn't believe it. I mean, just when you think you could probably think of, or who am I kidding? This is what makes Doom Patrol so great. I mean, seriously, you don't know what these writers are going to think of next. It's so random. You could probably think this and that's not going to be it. Or what if it is down the line? That's what's so great about Doom Patrol. Unpredictability, weirdness, surprises every stretch of the way. Awesome, man. Because this one, and first off with Danny, it seems like he's a place where people can open up and really be themselves. Whether you're gay, whether you're queer, whether you're trans, that's just my guess. But from what the main thing he was showing was mostly queers, like a place for queers, which is good. I mean, if you can find a neighborhood where people can be so accepting of who they are, queers and this, and be able to show their full extent of who they are, love it, man, love it. Because this is what it is with that guy we meet at the beginning, Morrison. He was working for a group known as the Bureau, who in reality have ties to Larry. How do they have ties to Larry? Well, it turns out before Larry ever met Niles the Chief, I mean. Why did I say Miles there for a minute? I think I was thinking Miles Morales, but whatever. But still, what it is was before he ever met the Chief, Larry was given to these Bureau guys, and these guys didn't let Larry have a say in anything like this because they wanted to get their hands on Negative Man that's inside of him. But unfortunately, that didn't work out so well. Well, let's just say Larry gets a little blast from his past with the Bureau, as the Bureau are going to mess with Danny and the townsfolk. Morrison, who was a part of the Bureau too, reveals to us why he is staying in Danny, because he gets to be who himself, and he doesn't need to be around jerks who treat everything that's different, such as an alienation. Because that's exactly what these bureaus were. Just because these people were different and stuff, they're being very prejudiced against them and trying to persecute them. Especially this town named Danny, who obviously means no ill will to anybody. He's very welcoming to people, but if you show hostility, then he's running away because he doesn't want to be taken away. Because first off, when you're in that episode, the opening of the episode, it's all fun and happy. But when Cyborg and Larry get to it, it's run down like it's dead. Then that's because Larry's scared and everyone else is scared that these Bureau people are going to get to him. And they're scared. It's knocking all the positivity that Danny thrives on. He loves positivity. And it is shown when Larry and Cyborg keep coming into these places where this guy's trying to pop up a party to like sing, let's pop the party, let's go, let's pop the party. I'm sorry, guys, I just had to do that there. But still, that's what it's all about. And well, let's just first say Larry gets a chance to sing too. And let me just say that seeing Larry sing at first, man, it was beautiful. I was like, so Larry can sing? I want to hear this. And he sang, man, did he sing. But here's the thing, though. I think that was just going on in his head because after seeing how well he's singing, even going back to what he was like before the whole accident, it then switched back to him and his bandage and stuff saying, I don't sing. Yeah, like at first, that's what he said at the beginning, but then he got on stage and started singing, but then it went back to him saying, I don't sing, like it never happened at all. Oh, man. You see, when you see scenes like that, you're like, okay, was that this or what that it just makes you laugh at the fact that Doom Patrol's the writers and producers in Doom Patrol just know how to mess with your head, saying like, wait, what just happened? But it's not so confusing that you could be like, I don't like this show. It's just being like, okay, maybe this was all just for a little fun. And hey, it worked. It was fine. but but also here, it also gave us some more intel on what first off with Cyborg. Now, first off, in the beginning of the episode, he fixed up Robot Man, but what James showed him about that painting about him having knocked out everybody and taken everybody out, that's still running through him, most likely because of the guilt he feels about killing his mother during that accident. He feels he's the one who killed his mother. And hey, it was all an accident. And maybe he's afraid another accident might happen where he's going to kill the Doom Patrol. And he doesn't want that on his conscience anymore. Oh, well, Cyborg, work through this, man. Work through this. You guys already have been able to finally talk to each other about your inner demons and stuff. That's a start in you guys being ready to take on Nobody when he comes back. So come on, man. Keep on fighting this. Keep on fighting this. You too, Larry. You too. Because I still believe in you, Larry. I believe you'll be like Negative Man soon, and you will be a hero. So let's just hope on that. But let's go into Robot Man, aka Cliff, and then Elastigirl, aka Rita. They go to see Jane this time, who, after having her big fallout with Cliff, went deep underground. That another person now came in named Kathy, I believe. I can't remember exactly. All I know is that Rita knows about her and knows that she's just a weird person who's a love strucker. But there's more to it than that. You see, it turns out that she has powers to put a love spell on you. Something we learned from when Rita is talking with Hammerhead, who's able to come out for a bit and warn Rita about it. And yeah, it turns out that's exactly what it is, because Kathy, she meets up with this guy she kept breaking up with so many times. I think his name was Matthew, I believe. Yeah, she broke up with him so many times, but kept getting back together with him. And when she gets back together with him, already moving so fast to the point where she wants to be married to him. And heck, even the parents are disapproving of this. And so is Rita. She's like saying, dude, slow down. But eventually, they all just instantly change their minds because she puts a spell on them. Kathy puts a spell on them. The way it works is that her eyes close, and if people make eye contact with them, they're under her spell. Well, let's just say that doesn't work on Cliff, who at first is told to stay outside because I don't think the parents are going to be interested in a robot man being out there, who first, before he ends up going in there and saving the day, I liked how he was meeting this kid. This kid sees him, comes back in a robot suit, and then starts dancing. And a nice dance move, but Cliff, man, was he showing off some real good dance move. Here I thought we were going to finally see the robot. But in actuality, he really showed off some good dance moves with how he's moving inside that robot's head. Very nice. But after doing all that and going inside, he was able to break everyone out of the spell. Well, mainly not out of the spell. Mainly they were able to get everyone out of that spell thanks to Cliff somehow getting Hammerhead to come out and break it all off. So and speaking of which, got to try to use the spell on Robot Man, but my guess is, since Cliff doesn't really have like organic eyes or something, I don't know. My guess is because he's just a tin man and his eyes aren't really his. That's why. I'm not sure. All I just know is it didn't work on him. And it makes you wish that maybe you had a Robot Man like Cliff back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when taking on Abita. I think that was her name. That's that android who wanted to be a real person for the LMD program. Yeah, they should have had a robot like Cliff, so that spell on that big book thing never got to her. But either way, too bad. At least in this one, Doom Patrol's showing that, yeah, their robot man's not going to be able to fall for love spells or stuff like that. But in the end, while it did break the spell, it led us to a very interesting spot for the promo and what we're getting next week. It looks like we're going to go deep into Jane's underground. The underground that Jane's always talking about, where all her personalities are there. Oh man, that is gonna be gold. I've been waiting to see this. And what's more is I saw the promo for that, guys, and it showed each of the personalities not as Jane, but as who they really are. Oh, this is gonna be so great. But from the looks of it, it looks like Cliff's the only one who's gonna be able to go inside there, which is no surprise because Kathy did say how like Jane, Cliff means a lot to Jane, just as Jane means a lot to Cliff. So this will really jump into how close those two are. Probably as close as Shane feels with Niles. Well, only time will tell here, guys, but I'm telling you, this is so great. I love Doom Patrol. Every randomness it goes on keeps getting better and better. Now, no way am I saying this is the best episode. Yes, yet, because last week's episode still beats this one, but it was still a good episode. It felt a little fillerish to me, and I'm not really a fan of fillers, but this one, hey, I'll make an exception. It was great, awesome, and I don't know about you guys, but let's see how much more randomness we can come up with here, because maybe we should start making a contest or something where we should make a thread and take our next guess. What kind of next crazy thing do you think might happen? Just let it all out. Anything ridiculous come out, just say it. That's all I gotta say on that. But hey, if you guys are enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, hit the subscribe channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. Bye!